Hello, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. We are starting a new game today, and I'm very excited. I have been excited to play this game for so many months. I think I bought it more than a year ago now, but I've heard so many good things about it, and you know, it was recommended to me because I love danganronpa. Like, I know it's not the same as danganronpa, but it deals with like the trial and mystery, and I'm very excited. So I'm just gonna get started. I don't know what to expect. I don't know anything about this game. I believe, like, I bought the trilogy, so is it 3 games in one? I don't really know, but I'm just gonna start a new game and we're gonna find out. New game. Hello. Oh, I can choose trials and tribute. I'm guessing the first one is this one. Yeah, okay. So judging by the year they came out, 2001, this is the first one. So let's do it. Episode 1, the first turnabout. I don't know what to expect, but play the first turnabout, yes. What? 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 Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like... Who? I'm sorry, I missed it. I'll make it look like he did it. Is there a way I can change it? So August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Okay, now I can click. I'm like, I missed it. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. I'm sorry. Is there a way I can lower the music? I wanna put it on 1. Okay. Very loud. That's better. Okay, I'm sorry. So I believe that we're Phoenix Ace and he's an attorney. Clearly, that's in the title of the game, you dummy. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. I'm sorry, too loud too. Everything is too loud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you. It's over. My life. Everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah. That's him. Are we gonna defend the murderer? That would be crazy. Death. Despair. Oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Oh, it sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey. Hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. Oh, so we're defending this guy? Oh, I think that, the guy pinned it on him. But then we saw it happen. So we know who did it. I don't get it. I don't know. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? I kind of regret giving him this voice. Why do I always end up giving somebody that voice? It kills my throat. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Buttes, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Buttes. But in the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Well, we know already he didn't do it. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Buttes. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. I'm sure we're gonna see him get more confident as it goes on, right? Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight, fading. That would be me. I can't. I could never do that. I could never be a lawyer. I can't talk in front of people. I can't. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please be easy. Please be easy. I know nothing about this stuff. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Larry Buttes. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Buttes, Your Honor. Correct. I think his name is actually Butts, but I just said Buttes. I'm sorry. So now that's what it is to me. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Oh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report over to cover so many times. It's, wait, uh-oh. No. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Seriously. Oh, the victim. Of course. I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab at any time to check it, okay? Oh yeah, just press the tab button. That's for me. There's the tab button. Oh my god, what's wrong? I'm sorry. It's very late on a Friday. I had a long week at work. Please forgive my stupidity. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. No one would believe I was an intense... What? No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Cindy. That's her name. Time of death. July 31st, around 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death. Loss of blood due to blunt force trauma. Her name is Cindy, but they don't have her last name in here. How do I go back? Backspace? Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinderblock. The victim is Cinderblock. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Oh, that's all you need to know to be a lawyer? Then I could be a lawyer. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor, next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. I wonder if Danganronpa was inspired by this game. Because I think this game came out first. But like, at least the trial system of Danganronpa, like, when she just said ammunition, it made me think of it. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Thank you. You just told me that 5 seconds ago. Okay. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Then tell him to shut up. Tell him while you're sitting on that chair trying to not go to jail for murder. Shut up. Oh God. Oh, he's on the stand. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had already dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? Yeah. I don't think it's a good idea to compare your relationship to Shakespeare ones. It's not always the best for healthy relationships. I wasn't dumped. She wasn't taking my calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. Sorry. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to court record. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Did she go to Paris with the murderer? Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Stop. That's hilarious. Daddies? Sugar? Buttes, come on now, my guy. You know what a sugar daddy is. Yes. Older men who gave her money and gifts. Maybe that phrase wasn't so common in 2001. I don't know, I was 6 in 2001. She took the money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Buttes, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah. Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... wait and see what happens or stop him? Cool, I can choose. I'm gonna stop him. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick. What do you mean, irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Shut up. Shut up. Just tell him to shut up. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Dude, shut up. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you, or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. Just, seriously, like, shouldn't he have coached him before? I feel like, I don't know, I've never had to experience this in real life, but, like, in, like, TV shows and whatnot, they always, don't they usually coach their defendant before, like, you know, to just, I don't know. I don't know anything really about the courtroom, let's be honest. I've never set foot in one. What do I do? Have him answer honestly or stop him from answering? Ooh, I don't know. Stop him. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. You mean the murderer? If it's the guy with the mole in the middle of his forehead. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing from the scene of the crime. Seriously? Buttes, seriously? Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, this is bad. They're already calling another witness. I thought that when they call a witness, somebody to the stand, both sides interview them, right? Like, so shouldn't Phoenix have also asked Buttes questions? On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh, that's him. That's him. Mr. Sawit, did you sell newspaper subscriptions? Is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Oh, witness account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Oh, thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Oh, I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Oh, he's confident, isn't he? He's confident this is gonna work. We're gonna expose you, buddy. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I'm sorry, no offense, Phoenix, but you literally told him to lie like a dog, and now you're mad that he didn't tell the truth. I mean, I guess that's my fault. I told him to lie, which is not good. Don't lie. When you swear an oath, don't lie, people. I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function properly. The phone that Miss Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor. One of those, like, landlines that charges? But, like, even if the power went out, if it had been plugged in the whole time, it would have been charged and it would have been fine. I don't know. Yeah, obviously, we know he's lying because he killed her. I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout records added. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay, so it had been out for a few hours beforehand, so it would kind of make sense that the phone was dead if it had not been charging for a few hours. It's been a long time since there's been, like, landlines. I haven't had a landline in years, so I don't... Now, Mr. Wright. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Phoenix! Literally, I've never been to school for any of this lawyer business, and I know that you do cross-examinations. Bro, get with the program. All right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Dude, yes, he was lying. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I caught all of that. That was a lot of information at me at once. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay. hate this guy. This guy is ugh. Oh, I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. It's gonna be the blackout record, I'm pretty sure. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. When I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. Oh, I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. He couldn't go inside? Didn't he say he went in and tried to use the phone? Oh, I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Oh, that's it. Stupid. Dummy. It's this. How do I click it? How do I select this? How do I do it? Help me. It's this. How do I... Hold on. What are... Okay. I have to use this. That's all of it. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record with tab if something strikes you as being suspicious. Then, find the evidence that contradicts his testimony and present it to the court. Oh, it's going door to door. Oh, present tab. Duh, it was right there in front of my face. Okay. It's this one. Press or present? Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Oh, yes. It was 1 p.m. for certain. Stupid idiot. You're so stupid. You are really dumb. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Stupid. Oh, that. Oh, Objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. It's because he saw what's-his-face leaving at 1 p.m. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait. Oh, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? He's doing it again. Sorry, I was yawning. Oh, you see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Oh, I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. Back when you had to tape your shows on a VHS. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. That seems like a stretch, my guy. Honestly, that seems like a real stretch you're trying to make right there. Oh, terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Liar. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. I think I'm getting the hang of it. I'm starting to learn the controls. Time of discovery. Right. When I found the body, I heard the time. Can I... Wait, no. The TV wasn't on because the power was off, you idiot. No, it wasn't. It wasn't coming from the television. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of your discovery. And this record proves it. Stupid. You couldn't have heard a television. Or a video. Well... The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Oh, quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. Yeah, seriously, like, Judge. Are you serious, Judge? How many times does he need to change his story before you realize he's a liar, pants on fire? These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and... Oh, sorry, that's not him. That and you seem rather... distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock. Yeah, the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Are you serious, Judge? Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Let's not. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Dude, you were literally burying yourself so deep into a hole. It's pathetic. Like, this guy is bad. This guy is, like, awful. Oh, that must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Seriously, he's so stupid. No, you didn't, stupid. That wasn't the murder weapon. You should know. Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? The dude lost his toupee! You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. What? But you have to tilt it for it to do that. Then that means he had to have either been holding it or he knocked it over. He's like, come on, dude. Seriously, the judge, he's kind of a dum-dum. Like, come on now. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as my statue. My apologies. I see. Stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, this one is very obvious and the judge is kind of frustrating me now. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, There is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. This judge needs to start thinking for himself. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please, continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Well, what's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard. No, I mean, I saw. Ah! Oh my god. Stop, that was hilarious. His toupee hit him in the face. Oh, I love it. That's so good. Shut up. I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor. You claim the sound from the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply examine the batteries, ask the neighbors, try sounding the clock. I don't know. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. And then they find out that the time is wrong. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. Oh, that's certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? That it's not currently 8:25. Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Yeah. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Because it's evidence, you absolute dolt. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Because wouldn't it have been taken into evidence as soon as the murder was reported? Oh my god. Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. No, I don't. No, I don't. Because I'm getting so frustrated I can't speak. The clock, obviously it would have been taken into evidence as soon as the crime scene was investigated thoroughly, right? They would have bagged it and taken it. Am I wrong? I watched Criminal Minds. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Are you serious? Are you serious, Santa? Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Seriously? 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 Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Yes, there is. Speak. Seriously? Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Oh, sorry, Mia's her. Mia. I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. No, it's not. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Yes, you can! Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Seriously? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Sure. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it, and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Heh, tough words. Let's see how you pulled this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves that the clock was running slow. It has to be this. We used everything else. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. 9? Are they on the West Coast? Is that why it's 9? I'm on the East Coast, okay? If you couldn't tell by my accent, you should probably know where I am. But is it 9 hours on the West Coast? Because I think I'm pretty sure it's 6 hours time difference here on the East Coast. I've been to Paris once. I think it was 6 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. Did she bring the clock with her? Maybe she bought it in Paris. That's why the time you heard when you first struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh my god, I just got that. His name is Sawit. Like he saw it? Seriously? Ugh. Bro's foaming at the mouth. Order! Order, I say! Dude passed out. He needs an ambulance. No, actually, he doesn't need an ambulance. He needs a wambulance. I'm sorry. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Would we ever have to defend someone who's guilty? That would be kind of interesting. And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check to see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. When she came home, while he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. Nice. Whew. I still can't believe we won. Really? Dude, that was an easy one. It's only gonna get harder from here. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Oh, not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. Oh, my life is over. Larry! You're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Is he serious? He's probably just all sad because his girlfriend died. Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Phoenix, listen. We don't want to speak ill of the dead, okay? No matter if she was or not. Congratulations, Harry. She's calling him the wrong name. That's hilarious. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. You're not gonna correct her? Be like, no, my name's not Harry. Then again, I get nervous when correcting people. Like, it's very often that I'll get called Christina. That is not my name. My name is Christine. And a lot of people will call me Christina. And there have been times where I didn't correct anybody and they just kept calling me Christina. Because I'm like... Because I get so anxious. I'm like, oh my god, now I have to say, no, that's not my name. My name isn't Christina. It's Christine. There's a difference. Anyway. I mean, I kind of get it. That's what I'm trying to say. I won't forget this. Ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. What, are we going on a date? Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, I thought he was asking Phoenix on a date. That makes more sense. He's asking Mia on a date. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Bro, I don't want a murder weapon as a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Is she like, wow, he's artistic. Maybe he's not trash bumpkin after all. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Why? Why would you want to keep a memento of a weapon that killed a woman? Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Oh, don't that make you just want to cry? Larry, are you so sure? Excuse me? Oh my god. I think she thought quite a lot of you. In her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. I think she's saying it because clearly she took the clock with her to Paris, so it must have had some kind of sentimental value to her. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? This. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it to Paris, you absolute dolt. I can't. Sometimes I just... And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. Yeah, because when you travel, the first thing you put in your suitcase is a clock. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Seriously. It's a statue. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. I hope that made him feel a little bit better. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things will change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. Oh, she's asking him on a date. We'll drink a toast to innocent buttes. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying what? You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah. Part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Dude, she's asking you out on multiple dates. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me I can't believe she's gonna leave that as a souvenir. Be like, yeah, its sister clock killed a woman. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon gonna be at the center of another incident. Excuse me? And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep Did she get killed? What? The end? What do you mean the end? That's just the prologue, right? That's just the prologue, right? A brand new episode has been added. Alright, I'm going to save. And I'm going to end this part here. I know that this is I'm pretty sure that like the first one is a, you know, tutorial kind of trial. And it's kind of getting you ready for what's to come. I'm enjoying this game a lot so far. I do really like it. Yes, it reminds me of Danganronpa, the trials. I do like solving the mysteries. I just hope in the next one that we don't see who actually did it until at all. Like, I hope we don't see who did it because I want to figure it out myself. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for next time. But I am really enjoying this series. I have a feeling this is going to be a long running series on my channel, as it's taking my a Wednesday spot. So do expect new videos of Ace Attorney on Wednesdays as much as I can. I'm gonna hope for every single Wednesday, but if I miss one, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm very tired. Like, so while I want to go and play the next episode because I am enjoying it a lot, I'm very exhausted and I need to go to bed. But thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.